Hey guys, how's it going? Another weekend here of Fireside Chat. So what we're talking about today is the aspect of embracing the notion of having no quit. Now again, this isn't anything new. I've talked about this in the past, but I bring this up because of recent events here in my life. If those of you guys didn't know, I have a chicken coop in our yard here, and this past weekend one of our birds got injured. Basically, if you don't understand poultry or raising them, turkeys, chickens, if one is injured, they basically gang up on it and try to kill it in regards to that lizard brain. I'm pretty sure we as cavemen did the same thing. If we have injured or sick in our tribe, our circle, we kill them off because we don't want to attract predators. So it's the same thing. So it'd be easy, safe to let Darwin figure it out. But out of all the birds, she has the most character. So we brought her to the ER, got her stitched up. Basically, they kind of scalped the back of her head. So, you could see the musculature and tendons in the back of her skull. So they basically had to take the remaining skin, stretch it, and sew it. So she's going to be in isolation in a basically a container in our house for right now. But the reason I bring this story up is because a lot of times us as humans, we look at ourselves as such high on the totem pole in regards to other creatures. But a lot of times we can learn a lot from these lowly or less than creatures, dogs, cats, in this case chickens. This little 1 pound creature probably has more resilience to survive than the average person. Now what I mean by that is that this creature literally had, like I said, its entire, basically entire back of the skin ripped off, and it's, like I said, doesn't feel remorse, doesn't feel pity. It just knows that it has to continue to live regardless. Because again, if you think about it from a chicken standpoint, chicken is a prey animal, so it only really has two purposes: to live and create eggs. That's it. So now that this bird is damaged, it has to regain from the damage that it has to the end goal, produce more eggs. That's all that they think about. Now, that's not to say that we need to go through life having no emotion whatsoever, but it does go to say that a lot of times when we are embracing certain conflicts and struggles in our lives, we kind of really need to kind of streamline our thinking, our thought process as to where we want this goal to get us, what we want to get out of this. And the moment our thoughts start straying off into all the variables, what happens if this happens? What happens if this happens? I'm not strong enough. I'm too sick. I'm too frail. I'm too tired. Once our mind starts wandering away from the end goal is when we start to have issues. Unlike, like I said, this old tiny bird who's completely focused on the end task, which is to survive another day. So again, take it for what it's worth. Just understand that, like I said, the main takeaway from this is to understand that the moment that our mind starts floating away and looking at all the possibilities, all the negative possibilities that we may encounter along the way, is when we're going to start to have issues. So try to keep focused at the task at hand. Understand that yes, there will be variables in life, there will be variables along the way that may try to dissuade you from getting to the goal, but in the end, as long as we keep focused, as long as we understand our limitations, but also understand that we are more than capable, regardless of what our body is initially telling us, as long as we're right up here and up here, we can more or less continue with heavy amount of damage on our actual bodies. So again, take it for what it is. Enjoy the rest of your week. As always, train hard, train safe, and train to live, because at the end of the day, no one is coming to save you. Have a good one.